Tonight, dozens of pieces of evidence and videos gathered from the Alec Baldwin Rust movie set have been released by the Santa Fe, New Mexico Sheriff's Department, including the moments before the gun Baldwin was holding went off during rehearsal, killing cinematographer Halyna Hutchins. Now, you can see Baldwin in those moments practicing his cross draw and adjusting the .45 long Colt revolver in its holster under his vest. There is no sound with this video, but this is literally the moments before the shooting. As part of the scene, he closes his eyes, sits in a sort of prayer position with his hand on the weapon. In the last take, he draws the gun, points it just before the camera pans off, and you can catch a glimpse of the crew as Hutchins adjusts a setting on the camera and Baldwin keeps rehearsing. Moments later, Hutchins was shot and lay dying. Body cam footage from officers arriving at the scene show Baldwin still in costume. He doesn't yet appear to know Hutchins is dead, as they ask him to come down to the sheriff's office along with the film's armorer, Hannah Gutierrez-Reed, to be interviewed by investigators.
Are you doing okay?
No, I'm not, actually.
Okay. Yeah. Crazy series of events. So we're requesting that you and Ms. Gutierrez conduct interviews back at the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office. Yeah, if an associate or...
You tell me what to do.
Okay.
You tell me what to do. Just tell me.
We would appreciate that, and then we'll...
When do you want me to do that?
We're going to probably go right now.
Crime scene investigators photographed Baldwin on the set while he was still dressed for the scene. The photos show close-ups of his hands and his body. There are also new video of Baldwin being interviewed by police at the sheriff's department after the shooting. Here he is describing the moment that Halyna Hutchins was shot.
And when I shot the gun away from the cameraman, I never aimed the gun at the camera. I turned and I went like this to aim the camera, and she was there, and the gun went off, and she just went right on the ground.
What about the armorer, though? Or was she?
She's outside.
The bullet also went through the shoulder of Rust director Joel Souza. The newly released videos include a wounded Souza asking police at the hospital at his bedside whether Hutchins was okay. The body cam video is out of focus, but you can make Souza out on the bed.
She was between me and I think where the gun went off, and I think it went through her and into me. Do you know anything about what's going on with her? Is she okay?
I have no idea, Sir Jonas. I've been here the entire time.
I remember the armorer handed the actor a gun. I don't know if she said it was cold or clean, but she handed him the gun, and then there was a bang. There was a louder bang than I've heard come from a blank before.
Is Halyna still alive?
Who?
Halyna?
We're gonna have to find out about her in just a little bit here, okay?
Please tell me she's still alive.
I'm sure she's fine. She's just not here.
This is like a movie.
Baldwin has maintained that he never pulled the trigger on the antique revolver and was told it was a cold gun when it was handed to him. Multiple lawsuits have been filed in the case, including by the family of Hutchins, who specifically blame Baldwin for, they say, violating safety protocols on set. Now, Baldwin was a producer on the film. The question I have is, why did they release all of this now? The Santa Fe, New Mexico sheriff says it is still missing the medical examiner's report, FBI ballistics, and other key records, which it needs to refer the case to the district attorney's office so prosecutors can determine whether to press charges. The sheriff hasn't said what's taking so long to get the evidence and these conclusions back. The release of the materials comes on the heels of the New Mexico Environment Department's Occupational Health and Safety Bureau releasing the results of its investigation last week. It found that the Rust production management knew that firearm safety procedures were not followed. The production was issued a citation, which included a penalty of about $137,000, which is the max allowed by New Mexico state law. Joining me now is Jesse Weber, host on the Law and Crime Network. He is an attorney, which I own the network, or I founded it. Jesse, welcome back. Let me read you a statement from the Hutchins family attorney, which we just got in. It says, "We were surprised by the decision of the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office to release such a large amount of evidence today, given that the investigation is still ongoing and active." My thoughts exactly. Why would they possibly want to release all of this evidence in the middle of the investigation?
It's a bit curious because usually you see that happen when there's an arrest or there's an indictment or a closing of a case, particularly when they have these missing pieces. If I was to guess, I would say it's in response to the OSHA report. Because after that OSHA report came out, levying such a major fine against the producers, you kind of saw this victory lap from Alec Baldwin's side and also Hannah Gutierrez-Reed's side, basically thinking that that report absolves them of responsibility or culpability, which I thought was kind of a strange move on their part. This could be the move of the law enforcement to say, there's still more here. There are still contradictions in the stories. There's still more pieces of the puzzle, particularly as we're watching this video of Alec Baldwin moving the gun. Now, he's always said that his finger was on the trigger, but he never fired it. But then we're still waiting to hear what the results are from his cell phone messages and also the DNA and the ballistics. And if he was not, in fact, telling the truth, if the scientific evidence, if the data does not back up Alec Baldwin, then that perhaps victory lap that he took in response to the OSHA report might be a bit premature. That's my best guess as to the timing of this, because it just seems too coincidental. They're releasing all of this right after the OSHA report.
Absolutely, because there's also the potential flip side of that, which is that the authorities know that there are not going to be any charges here, and they figure, they want to get out as much as possible. But I think your theory makes more sense. Let me play a piece of sound, another piece of sound. This is Alec Baldwin during the police interrogation being asked where the bullet came from.
I am speechless. We're here shooting, everything was going fine. Joel is my friend. I'm one of the producers on this movie. We've developed this movie together for 3 years. I left my wife and 6 kids in New York to come here for a month to shoot this movie. And I'm the one that shot the gun today that had a live bullet go through that woman's body and into his body. And I need to know, how did that happen? Where did that bullet come from?
Jesse, that does seem to help Alec Baldwin, right? I mean, because that remains his story today.
And the problem is we still don't have an answer to that. So you have Hannah Gutierrez-Reed saying it was possible sabotage. We're learning from this, all these materials that were released, that she was just as surprised as anyone else that there were apparently all of these live rounds in the ammunition box. And again, we are still not clear, Dan, on who exactly handed Alec Baldwin the gun. You have this report that he says it was Hannah Gutierrez-Reed who handed him the gun, the armor. But then there are conflicting reports that it was Dave Halls who handed them the gun. The fact that we are so far out in this investigation and we still don't have answers to these key questions is highly problematic. But at the very least, you kind of see the shock on Alec Baldwin's face throughout this. You kind of see the panic mode of all this, and I'm not blaming him. And you're getting a firsthand account of how people responded to a tragedy and to an incident that should never have happened.
Yeah, and I just do remain so curious as to why they have released all of this right now for the first time, but I guess we shall see as this investigation continues. Jesse Weber, thank you for coming on the show. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Coming up, thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.